Diving into a tangled web of allegations and haunting secrets, justice awaits Jenn Soto's arrest. Maddie was victimized for years under her mom's own nose. Or was she?
And is talking to them and possibly him. He cannot tell me anymore about any of the questions that I've been asking because he doesn't want it to get out and hurt whatever case he might have. And I don't care about what he has. I care about how Deb and Chris are doing, and I care that Jenn Soto gets arrested. Stephan's not going anywhere, guys. He's not.
But he didn't have pajamas.
Okay, so they would snuggle, sometimes him being in his boxers.
Right.
He would wake up and she'd be in the nook of his arm, essentially in a cuddling position. And you never found that weird. Okay? Again, you and I may find things different. Why? And I don't want you to look back on it because now you know you victimized her for a long time. Right? Under your roof. With you home, most likely, because you said you're always home. You just got this job.
And she is always home because she didn't work. And even when she got that job, folks, she worked 10 hours a week. And when she went to work, she left at like 2 o'clock and came home at 10. Trust me, when I covered this case, everything was coming out. We had our whole mob of people looking into Jenn Soto, where she worked, when she got off, did she go to the party, does her parents like her, did her parents... We found out so many things before they ever even came out. Juanita, welcome. This mama just needs to be locked up or something's going to happen. Bree, thank you for the $5. Hello, Jay Mods, Crime Crew. Love the channel. Thank you for your support. Oh,
We're living off disability.
She's living off disability.
The Kissimmee Police Department has showed you pictures. I know they've verbally explained to you some pictures. I can tell you that today, we are still downloading his Google Drives. We are still going through his social medias, his cloud-based servers, and everything else. And we can now piece back her victimization in your house under your care to 2020. I believe we've gone as far back as in when she...
That would make the child about 8.
So when I ask, they've woken up cuddling, did you find things suspicious? Did you have an open relationship? He talked to you? Has he made inappropriate statements? It's almost like cheating, right? Like, have you ever been cheated on?
It's a disgusting cheating. However, when you're cheating, when you're having inappropriate relations with a child and sleeping with the mother at the same time. Now, Deb, since I do have you in chat, I know it's a ridiculous question, and I'm not going to really say where it came from, but somebody asked me the other day, can you ask Deb if Stephan and Jenn ever had an active, regular sex life? And you know what? I just assumed, since we saw them all over freaking social media and media, that they were in a relationship and husband and wife at some point, that they did. But can you tell me, do you know if Stephan and Jenn ever had like a normal looking kind of relationship where they were having like a healthy, active sexual life by chance? I don't know. I just assume they were. You don't go on the news and tell people, that's my husband, that's her stepfather, that's her bonus dad that she sleeps in bed with, and sometimes he doesn't wear clothes if you're not sleeping with the man. All right. Arrest Jenn Soto. Thank you so much for the $19.99 support. All right. Now, Deb says they did, at least what I heard coming from his room before I barricade myself in my room with the team. Thank you for, I know that I believe I've heard that before. And that's even more disgusting. She's a disgusting, nasty, rude, inconsiderate, lazy piece of trash potato for doing that. Oh my God. Who does that? Who goes over to their parents' house and goes and has loud, nasty, sloppy sex in the next room, and the parents have to turn the TV up? She's just a disgusting pig. And I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Deb, but you answered my question, and it was kind of gross, but I appreciate it. All right. Disgusting. Ugh.
Okay. Somebody can only cheat on somebody for so long until they fuck up.
Yes.
Or until something comes out or somebody says something, right? So if we go back to 2020, we're looking at a minimum of 3.5 years. 3.5 years where I'm sure you guys are sexually active.
Okay, sorry about the camera.
Yes. So for 3.5 years under your...
Watch. watch the tear works, watch the hands, and then she just stops. Is she crying because Stephan was cheating on her and she just realized that he was cheating on her? Can't she be punished already? And that's why we're here. We're putting in the spotlight. I have not gotten any word back from any law enforcement. They're not going to tell me what they're doing, but that's what we want. I can't think of any other names to call her that I haven't without using some intelligent words in between. Sick fucks. Maddie paid the ultimate price. Disgusting. Watch how 3, 2, 1 after this she just switches up.
Care in your house. Not only is he being sexually active with you, he had a sexual relationship.
Throw the paper towels at the bitch.
And I know it's an emotional thing, and I know it sucks to hear. But where I'm coming from is it seems like something that you can't hide forever. You guys live in a small space, close quarters, you sleep in the same bed. You guys all talk, you guys all share things. You're an observant person for the most part, I assume. Outside of taking medications and going to sleep, it seems very difficult. A lot of grown-ass adults can't hide an affair with somebody who doesn't live with them.
And so now he's trying to go on that level of Stephan having an affair on her, and that's really what triggered her. Now, Kalisa says law enforcement won't do anything else with Jenn. Unfortunately, district attorney feels like they got their conviction, and they went. And I just want to know what makes you think that, Kalisa. I think much different than that. I absolutely think that they're looking into Jenn Soto right now, and the reason I think so is because the state. The lead investigator in this case reached out to me and got information from me and then reached back and then went to Stephan Sterns' defense team for more information. If law enforcement wasn't going to do anything about Jenn, I don't think they would have done any of that. They would have said, listen, I don't have nothing for you, or they would have never answered me back, and they would have never went and approached Stephan Sterns' team. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Was she on Snap? No, but she's 3, 2, 1 and done, right? Okay, he cheated on me with my daughter. Now let's talk about something else.
Let alone somebody who does live with them. So at a certain point, I do believe you became aware of what was going on.
No.
And when I say that, it doesn't mean you're in trouble. It doesn't change.
So notice there's no real denial there.
No
we
denial.
Heard a yeah about adults can't hide affairs, and we just saw a no, and we heard a singular no. No real denial, no reliable denial. I believe fully that she has consciousness of guilt.
I know, but
I do believe that a reasonable person, and I consider you a reasonable person, right? Do you think you're a reasonable person?
Yes.
Would be aware that under her roof, sexual relation.
I had no respect.
The videos, the text messages, the images, they're all documented forever. This has been an ongoing.
And she never looked at Stephan Sterns' phone. I'm sure she did. She also looked at Maddie's phone, and you guys know that. She told law enforcement that she looked at Maddie's phone. She knew where her text messages were and even the deleted messages. So, I mean, this guy's right. She's not denying any of this. And Angela, why would they believe she was aware if she's not in prison? It's like trafficking your kid, because they went straight for Stephan. And then after they went straight for Stephan, got signed, sealed, and delivered 21 life sentences. But in between that, law enforcement also changed and different people took over different things. And in the case, I don't think that they are just like, oh, we're just going to keep her out. She didn't do anything. I don't think that. I just think they didn't find a shooting. They didn't find the shooting gun, so to speak, in a picture. They didn't see Jenn Soto in the corner of the mirror taking a picture of them with the CSAM. All right. And yeah, in my opinion, if there's a connection with the dark web, they would have found evidence by now, but we wouldn't know about it, Wolfpack, to be fair. They would have, but we would never have known about it. All right. Never, ever.
Thing. And at her age, I think she probably thought they were in a relationship. She probably thought they were in love because
she thought they were in love.
attention.
I've always thought
Right.
that too.
She just started liking boys, right? She just got a crush. Up until then,